Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching in the world. Sean Driver, the Red Horde, and Boxing Day, 3 hours before kickoff. It's 2:46 in the morning, and I've done the work to do Who Are You, and thought, you know what, I'm just going to put this out here live. And so I don't know if people are going to watch this. I don't know if it's going to take, but here we are, live chat and all, I guess. If you haven't been here before, the Red Horde, we do watch parties. We'll be there in 3 hours, so join us, assuming I get there. Brendan may be leading the charge to get this one off early, but at least there might be some content to talk about, good, bad, or otherwise. So what else do we do? We do the Who Are You series, which is the video you're watching right now, where we talk about the teams that are going to be Wrexham's going to be playing. It all started, the impetus for it, started to do some research a couple of years ago. Who are the teams we're going to play, did the work, invested the time, learned about the players, the team, the gaffer, and said, you know what, let's put it out there, maybe people will be into it. And some people are. So if you are, stick with us, and we'll go through those details with you. The other things we do sometimes, hors d'oeuvres, where we take a look at things that happen off the pitch and how they impact things on the pitch. And I'm on the wrong... The joys of being live. I'm on the wrong thing, so now you get to see my big ugly mug, because at the end of the day, I wanted to make this sound. And go from there and do the intro, and we'll jump into it. So yes, the club details, and if you are in the chat, let me pull that up so I can follow along and see if anyone's there. W&G's joining in, swirly glasses, happy Boxing Day. Things are a little bit off, let me pull that over. Something new, so feel free to let me know how this one works out for you. But Blackpool FC, Seasiders, the Tangerines, founded in 1887. Lots of time in the top division in the Premier, predominantly in the 50s. They were there again in 2010, 2011, where they finished with 10 wins, 9 draws, 19 losses, and ended up being ejected immediately from there. But lots of history. They've got an FA Cup, 52-53. They finished second overall in the Prem to some team named Man City back in 55-56. So a team with a lot of history, but rough times, receivership, all that sort of stuff. And so Blackpool, 141,000, making it the 8th largest metropolitan area in League One. Last time we played them back in 2005 in an EFL trophy match, for whatever that value has, depending on who you're talking to. You can count it for what it is. Last season, 8th, so they're sniffing in or about the playoffs, and probably will be there again, sniffing about. They've been climbing the ladder. Streaky team this year so far. We'll get into some of those details. Their turnover, 17.3. That's impressive. 4th largest amount of turnover. So they've got the funds. Last season they were minus 3.2. We'll get into the ownership and the receivership, but their social media, 432,594. Again, as you would expect with a team who's got history in the top division, one of the highest teams with social media following across the 5 major social networks, Twitter, Facebook. And there's WG, my favorite matchup, has finally arrived. Nice to have people watching live. Twitter, all those social medias. Distance, it's only 87 miles, 9th longest trip away, I guess they're coming to us for this one. The capacity over at Bloomfield Road, the new girl after the old girl has been replaced with a bunch of work starting in 2003. 16,220, and for the pitch dimensions, one of the larger ones, 8,288 yards, 112 by 74. Jumping into the season statistics, this one, you know that Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other? That's kind of what this is. Yeah, and not like, I mean, I'd take a Christmas Day thing. The NBA has cornered the market on that. They just choose like 2 or 3 games and everybody's going to do it. I would have been starving for some sports to watch yesterday. NFL tried it. I don't know how that worked. I would have taken a Christmas game or 2. What's cracking? Anyways, for us, 12 wins, 6 draws, 3 losses. We're sitting 3rd. Blackpool's starting to climb back up after some dips back down. This is sort of their high water mark so far this year. Thereabouts. 7 wins, 6 draws, 7 losses. Just lost the one against Birmingham. Look, their season so far, they started 4 games without a win. Then they went 4 wins in a row. Then they went 8 games without a win. And now they're on 4 without a loss. And so things are on the upward trajectory for Blackpool, led by really a lot of young people, young guys going out there. One KG veteran, But I'd say it's a core of 4, and we'll go through those. As far as their goals for, they score. 31 goals for us. We sit at 6th, 29th, tied for 8th. The bad news for them, they let a lot of goals in. 31 goals against. They're -2 despite having potted 29. What's interesting to me about this is their performance away from Bloomfield Road. 5th best in the League One. 5 wins, 1 draw, 5 loss. You can see that at the bottom, largely because they're scoring. And Steve Bruce, not one to be messed with. The gaffer, getting the preview there from W&G. Always good to have the insight. Also, this is going to be a weird one for the referee, and I'll dive into that in a second. But let's just go through the Spider-Man meme and point at things. You go through shots on target per 90. They lead us. We've been struggling in this regard since Marriott's been out. We were as high as, I believe, 6th, and then started to climb down. We were in 11th last week. We're 15th this week. Not a lot of shots on target per 90. We were missing everywhere last time. Goals per shots on target, we're still efficient. 2nd overall in the league, just behind Wickham, and that's the way that goes. But once you get past that, shots on target against, pretty much exactly the same. Save percentage, that's where the divide is. 58.1%. They do have a keeper in with some better numbers at the moment. Not much better, but better numbers. Their save percentage. But I say that every time we've run into a keeper that's been near the bottom, they've played exceptionally well, or we can't get a freaking opportunity. So we'll have to see how it goes with this one. Possession team, 52%. That puts them 7th overall. We've been climbing. We were in the basement for the longest time, 24th and 23rd. We're now up to 19th at 45.6%. Got to get the creativity going again and get the pressure. But why I say there's a lot of similarities, you look at the accurate passes, a little bit higher for them. You'd expect that with the possession. But as to accurate long balls, they're first. We're second. Accurate crosses, only 1 apart. Lies, damn lies, and statistics. And yes, that's the joy of these statistics. But there are, well, we'll see, I guess, when we'll get the eye test in 3 hours here, assuming I wake up for it. That's where it's at. Here's the scary part. You ready? Buckle up. I'm scared. Ruben Ricardo, never had him. EFL debut was just last year, April 29th, 2023. He's had 3 games in League One. We missed him because when we were in the National League, he was in the National League North and South. He bumps up and does the National League while we're in League Two, and now he's started to climb the ladder. He's had 3 games, but look at those statistics. Fouls, 27.67. That's 3 more fouls per game. That's the 4th highest number of fouls called by a referee per game. Yellow cards, 4.20 is the league average. He's at 6.33. 3rd highest in League One. Red cards, 0.09 is the average. He's at 0.67. He's had 3 games. He's given out 2 red cards. That's 2nd highest as a ratio in League One. And then penalties, 0.18 being the league average. He's done 0.33. That's 1 in his 3 games. I know it's lies, damn lies in statistics, says David Wood, but when I look at that stuff, I freak out a little bit. That's best be on our best behavior, lads. That's all I got to say about that one. Just want to run through some of the quick details here, and I'm on the wrong page. Choosh. There you go. There's the drive up to Blackpool. 1 hour, 31 minutes for them coming down this way. We'll do the return trip, and when we do, we'll see this new girl, old girl, I don't know what you call her. Been redeveloped, still got an east stand that they're working on, but that's Bloomfield Road. As to their statistics, I kind of gave through their trajectory. They've never been out of the EFL. They got pretty close in 83, but lots of time between the 50s and the 60s in the top division, and then they had that little blip in 2010, 2011 when they went up there, as I said moments ago, with their numbers. There is the new owner, Simon Sadler. They were in receivership, I think it was 2019. I've got it in my notes here somewhere, top of my head, 2019. Yes, bought him out of receivership from the Oyston family. Had been there for 32 years with them at the helm. And so I don't have much to tell you about him, except Manchester educated and seems to be from the region, and a local guy who's got some capital, and he's looking to redevelop things. No way. So we're not getting any scores from you, W&G? You're gonna have. Do you have our Discord? Make sure you throw some pictures out and make sure you let us know where you're at. We'll try to find you while we're watching the game. That's exciting. I'm happy for you, man. That's Stoked. And why Blackpool? Because I thought you were further south. Am I wrong? Let me know. Anyways, as was already glanced over by W&G, hey, A2Z, nice to see you here. Just doing a quick preview before I go back, have a nap, and get back at it. Lots of experience. As W&G said, capable manager. He'll have the guys ready to go. It's been a weird season, as I said, for them, up and down. You'd expect with a manager he'd be able to find the button a little bit more frequently to sort of temper off the rough seas and maintain the highs a little bit better. But we'll see you guys in 3 hours and we'll be able to watch that. Here's the jersey. Pleasure Beach, that's the amusement park that's there. That's their away kit. It looks pleasurable. I had to look it up because I saw Pleasure Beach and was like, what is this? Was expecting something a little different. But ends up just being an amusement park, not something amusing. Well, there you go. I don't know why I thought you were further south. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that was from when we talked tonight. The accent triggered me to be further south. I don't know. But anyways, the Tangerine obviously been there. I don't have a problem with Puma's kit. They've thrown up some duds this year, but those ones seem to be all right and work for them. Look, just want to go through the numbers and the players and who to look for. Harry Tyrer is their keeper. They've gone with him for 12 games. He's just back and had the last one with them for Stevenage after an absence. I didn't see that he was injured. I suspect it's because his save percentage wasn't that high. They've tried two other keepers, one for 6 games, one for 2 games, but they've gone back to him, and I suspect that's who we're going to see. There's still lots of question marks in goal, and so we'll see how that transpires for them. Lee Evans, the Welsh veteran, is really the old cagey guy who is with a bunch of young bucks. So he had 4 total games with the Welsh national team, 2 goals and 5 assists this year, and his stats are all there. So he's going to be the guy in the midfield, and they really have one powerhouse up front, one powerhouse in the middle, and one powerhouse on the back line. And then some capable accessory pieces that go with it. And so I'd say Lee Evans having himself a whale of a season. For the Tangerines, Oliver Casey, that's their defender, 24 years of age. He was at Leeds, signed in 2021, which is pretty young to be signing with Blackpool. And so he joined them. He's third highest in minutes for the club, highest out of all of the defenders. And his defensive statistics are certainly there. And so we'll see how that, but really the big surprise, Kyle Joseph, I think he's Scottish. Yes, Scotland. There it is. He's on loan from Everton. 23 years of age. Harry Tyrer is out on loan from Everton. This is his second season for Kyle Joseph. 6 goals and 3 assists. So when you look at the stats for Blackpool, you see Lee Evans, who I've already gone over, with 2 goals, 5 assists, and Kyle Joseph, 6 goals and 3 assists. Largely, you keep those 2 gents off the score sheet, and you should be doing all right. What I suspect is you're going to see Lee Evans working the wings, essentially, and the crosses. I suspect, given their statistics, we're going to see our fair share of that. And this young guy seems to be getting his full measure. So we'll see. Being an aerial battle, being against Blackpool, and given the performance and stuff, we'll find out here in 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is, 3 hours from now exactly almost, when the roster comes out. But I think that Scar, and there's the question, A2Z reading my mind, I think Scar starts today. I think when you have a team that's built like Blackpool, you want to have your aerial confidence, and I think, not that EOC is deficient there, but Scar's another level. So I think you're going to see Brunt, Scar, and Clueworth. To me, TOC, he's better with his feet than Brunt is, but he's not better in the air. So I think this is a game where you keep those 3 as the best. I just don't know what we're going to do up front, and if anybody has any ideas, they can let me know. But look, I don't want to get into this too much. I just kind of wanted to blast off a quick 30-minute, get it out there, let you guys have a say. I'll see you at 6:30 a.m. my time, 3.5 hours for the preview show. Brendan will be here. I will probably join partway through. We'll see. He'll be surprised to wake up and be like, crap, driver got a video out. What is this? And have to panic watch this. So come and join us. If you're new here and you haven't joined us before for a watch party, come and have a good time. 57 countries have joined so far. Lots of laugh. Experienced people, David, W&G. These are all regulars that have joined in here live. You'll get the layout and we'll have a good time. So do that. Come and see us. Subscribe button, like button down below. Throw this one out there because I'm not going to tweet about it. I'm just going to make sure it's out there for those of you KG veterans who've been with me for a long time who like it. I will change the uniform away from the Christmas garb. And oh yeah, things are different in the background if you could tell. I've got a new sign, but it's too bright. And so when it lights up, you can't see anything. I might fire it up again and see what happens. You know what? I might do that right now. How's that show up? Yeah, too bright. So, anyways, the new toy. I'm going to have to figure out the lighting thing, how to make that work, but everything else is sort of coming around and coming along. So, hey, W&G, don't worry about it. We will figure it out for a day. You focus on enjoying time at the racecourse. That's the priority. Do not be worried. Check in if you want to at the half. Have a chat, have a banter, maybe bring it up on the phone and follow along. But by all means, man, soak it up. Soak it up and enjoy it. Merry Christmas, Sarah. I'll see you guys in 3 hours. Have a good one.